I'm from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Ken Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Watraki, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in National Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate and this is FBC News. Tonight, termites destroy houses in Lautoka. Rise in pickpocketing and robbery reports. And Human Rights Watchdog says corporal punishment is not the answer. Reports of violent crimes are now stretching to robberies and pickpocketing in the streets. The Fiji police force has responded, saying there will be heavier police presence to catch those behind these crimes. Anna Ravulo has more.
A woman out shopping at lunchtime in Mark Street, Suva yesterday was attacked by two men.
An Ito came male who came up from the right hand side and he grabbed my purse. And after he grabbed my purse, and then I didn't see the other guy who came from my left hand side, and then he punched me straight on the face.
The woman, who doesn't want to be identified, says no one came to her aid until the attack was over and the assailants had run off with her purse. She lay unconscious on the footpath for a few minutes before bystanders took her to the Totongo police station.
People who commit this crime should be punished severely, and police officers should be deployed to a lot of areas, as we witness a lot of pickpocketing. I think that police officers should do more work because they tend to roam around more in town.
With the current crimes, I think there should be more officers out there in urban and even settlements.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Isikeli Lingairi says they've reviewed their operations and will now have more visibility in the streets.
We have the plan in place, our operational plan, on how we are going to deploy these resources in this busy period. Members of the community can be assured that the police are working, and they are working diligently.
This is one of the busiest streets in the city that would naturally attract criminal elements who will take advantage of the hustle and bustle, and their attacks are becoming more daring now, and they're not afraid of getting violent. As for the woman who was robbed, her case hasn't progressed because the police officer responsible wasn't at work yesterday. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
The Fiji Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission rejects the idea of corporal punishment being reintroduced. The Fiji Corrections Service has called for public discussion on the matter. Edwin Nund reports.
The Constitution does not discriminate between those who have transgressed the law and those who are citizens and those who are territorial. So I think it's very, very important that we consistently and equally apply the Constitution at all times.
The Fiji Corrections Service wants to gauge public opinion on the matter.
Two wrongs don't make a right, Edwin. And I think therefore, because otherwise what happens is we are constantly in this environment of reprisal and recrimination.
That criminals seem to be bolder and more prone to violence these days.
Fiji is witnessing some of the most violent crimes at this point, right? But at the same time, we need to think about the structures that are producing recalcitrant elements. I mean, just beating, the hell out of people is not going to change the fact that, we've got the issue of delinquency, we've got the issue of crime.
The Commission welcomes robust public discourse on the issue of corporal punishment. It says discussions amongst average Fijians in Parliament, with civil society groups and with stakeholders is the only way to come to a solution on corporal punishment and on the increase in crimes in Fiji. Edwin Nund, FBC News.
Minister for Infrastructure and Transport Parveen Kumar is disappointed with the performance of Fulton Hogan Highways Limited. Similar sentiments were earlier shared by the Fiji Roads Authority. Pranita Prakash reports.
Fulton Hogan Highways Limited is working on a number of roads around Fiji. Lately, their results haven't been entirely satisfying.
Certain areas where we are concerned in terms of the workmanship, there is no doubt at all, and I have got no hesitation in saying that. But as I have said, that there is also a defect period and all those will be taken into account, and they will have to redo within the contract amount. No extra payment for those type of works. Yeah.
The Fiji Roads Authority has also had discussion with Fulton Hogan.
It could always be better. And Fulton Hogan Highways, we've certainly had discussions with Fulton Hogan Highways about the quality and the standard of their work.
Questions were sent to Fulton Hogan office, but all questions have been referred to the Fiji Roads Authority. FBC News is told in many locations roads are wearing out faster than they can be replaced, and a new design is being formulated by engineers. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The owner of the Suva car rentals appeared at the Suva Magistrates Court this afternoon. Kaleshwar Chand is charged with obtaining financial advantage by deception amounting to $10,000. Chand allegedly obtained the money from Viana Tukutukuwanga, promising her 50% shares in the rental company. The court heard that Chand allegedly failed to keep his promise. He's been granted bail with the case to be recalled on the 17th of this month. Still to come on FBC News, growing demand for seasonal workers from Fiji, and state funeral for late Ratuchoni Mandraiwiwi.
Iyo mbula bina tangu epeli untuk taliten laporan mbula FM nabu.
Namban tuan tinangan mbula FM enusur. Mbula FM namban tuan ser.
Mbula sia puni ba ulambasa nada ko bila merikibi mbula FM namban tuan ser talita itu ngai lambas.
Mbula FM namban 2 en ser.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. There is a demand for Fijian seasonal workers in Australia and New Zealand. Unemployment Minister Chonio Somate says Fiji faces stiff competition from neighbouring countries, and this is welcoming news. Sanyani Boiler with the story.
This is just the second year for Fiji to be part of the seasonal workers scheme. However, Fijian workers are already being recognized for their hard work, leading to an increase in their demand.
In 2015, we had only about 3 employers that came to Fiji looking for workers. And the number of employers who from New Zealand who are looking for Fiji workers has tripled. So that's very good. The number of employers that we also have from Australia. In 2015, we had 3 employers from Australia that took on about 133 workers. And the number of employers from Australia is also increasing.
312 workers are already in Australia and New Zealand working under the scheme, and the government is continuing to look for new destinations. The initiative has always been widely welcomed.
It's a good opportunity.
Fijians are so fortunate because this is a source of money to families and also to the government.
I thank the Employment Ministry for working out these employment opportunities. This will really help us Fijians. Some has gone for scholarship but also not successful. This will be a good opportunity.
Osamate says with the current demand so far, the ministry is working around the clock to make use of this opportunity. The ministry will continue with its recruitment drive in Bangor this Thursday. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
President Major General retired Chiochi Konrote says the work of local non-governmental organizations have become more critical than ever. Speaking at the launch of the 2017 calendar for Nature Fiji Marangeti Viti, Major General Konrote said the government is investing significantly on sustainable development through the Green Growth Policy Framework. He says Fiji is taking a leading role in promoting climate change concerns at the international fora. Konrote says now that Fiji is chairing the 71st session of the United Nations General Assembly, it needs support from everybody.
I have every confidence that government would want to work with organizations like yours to help maintain the required balance in our ecosystem and ultimately achieve the aim of sustainable development for our people and our natural environment now and well into the future.
This year marks the 6th publication of the organization's annual calendars. The late former Vice President Rokotu Mbao Ratuchoni Manraiwiwi will be accorded a state funeral this Friday on the island of Mbao. This has been confirmed by Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama, who says Fiji has lost a distinguished citizen and leader. Extended his sympathies to Ratuchoni's wife, Andi Luciana. Bainimarama said Ratuchoni served his country and maintained a humanitarian spirit. Meanwhile, with a number of heads of state expected at the funeral, police are providing round-the-clock security.
I've been given the guidance from the Commissioner of Police on the support role that we are playing. We'll have 24 hours police presence at Bow Landing and also assist in terms of transporting members of the police, especially the dignitaries that are coming in.
Government will present its Irengu on Thursday. Preparations are underway for Fiji Day celebrations this Saturday. The Republic of Fiji military forces went through drills at Albert Park in Suva today, the lead up to the national celebrations marking Fiji's 46th year of independence. The theme for this year's celebrations is Moving All Fijians Forward in Unity. Celebrations which will be held in 12 different centres around Fiji. Now we turn to sports. Here's Jamie with the latest.
Good, Jackie, and good evening in sports after the break. Nandi on the hunt for an elusive 7th IDC title. And Vijay Singh ready to tee off at Fiji International. This and more coming up.
मैं जुगेन नबीलो तालिब से रेडियो फिजी 2 24 घंटे मेरे साथ रहता है।
हम मंगेरी ताउका के ललेश है। हमारे दिल में और दिमाग में खाली रेडियो फिजी 2 है और सभी भाइयों से आग्रह करते हैं कि रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनना चाहिए।
मेरा नाम अभिनेश है, मैं निंदी का रहने वाला हूँ। मैं सभी समय रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें आईना प्रोग्राम रहता है।
हाय, मैं उमेश नसासा नाबुआ से। मैं जब
Nandi football's track record at the Courts Inter-District Championship hasn't been all that favourable, but the Jet Setters hope its fortunes turn for the better this year. Putting extra attention on its formations, Nandi aims to be a more versatile team come kick-off at the NZ Stadium tomorrow. Here's Vashnil Prasad with more from the Nandi camp.
Bonding in well, the Nandi football players all focus for this year's Inter-District Championship.
Tactical preparation because that is what is lacking in our team, basically in all the teams in Fiji. Is the formation-wise training and we see how players are able to respond to different situations.
Nandi coach Joseph Nandi is wary of his opponents whom they played in the first tournament of the year.
Well, it's Fiji factful, very, very difficult and no team can be counted out till the last minute. So every team is tough and we'll do our very best.
But for the players, it's now or never for them as Nandi has been in 3 consecutive IDC finals.
For this tournament, we've been playing 3 finals in every 2013, 2014 and last year. So this year we are trying to win the tournament.
A call for support from the Jet Setters who hope to fly high in the IDC and beg its second title.
The fans of Nandi, we want you guys to come and support us for this upcoming tournament.
Nandi has played 18 IDC finals. 6 times they have won, and will they be lucky this time around is yet to be known. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, the Lami football side hopes to stamp its mark in the senior division at the IDC this year. Team morale is high after remaining unbeaten in the Southern Division. However, the real test for the side will come when it takes on the opponents from the West. Vashnil Prasad again.
The Lami football team is putting in the finishing touches to maintain its unbeaten run in the Mecca of local football tournament.
We have not been beaten in this Southern League. We have won the Southern League and we expect that they will make finals on Monday.
The team has been fine-tuning its weaknesses in the last 2 weeks.
The boys have been coming to training. They are very prompt training and as far as the fitness level is concerned, I think we should do well.
Lami last won the senior division title in 2011 and they are confident to repeat the feat this year.
Lami, every other team has prepared well for IDC, so we'll take one game at a time, and I think we might pull out pull on top.
Lamy, who won their first senior division title way back in 1985, hope to claim their last victory before trying its luck to get promoted to the Premier Division. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
This year's venue for the Courts IDC looks in top shape. Final touch-ups were being made at the NZ Stadium Laudala this afternoon before games kick off tomorrow. Competition and venue officials have been working hand in hand to ensure everything goes according to plan. The first match of the tournament starts at 1 p.m. tomorrow. We now cross live to Vashnil Prasad, who's at the NZ Stadium. Vashnil, what's the latest from your end?
Yes, Jamie, we are here at the NZ Stadium. It's a bit dark here, but the work is still progressing behind us. As you can hear some sound, the workers are working. But with me here today is Fiji FA CEO, Mr. Bob Kumar. Mr. Kumar, on the eve of the Inter-District Championship, how has been the preparations and how has been the teams responding to the transfer window that just closed last Friday?
Yes, you're quite correct. We're on the eve of Courts IDC, a grand event. And every district, I'm told, has been taking it very seriously. During the transfer window, there has been a lot of running around, but there has been a lot of hold-ups as well. We are still trying to sort a few things out, but there was a big rush on the last day on 30th of September. So the interest shown by players in moving to districts has been great, but how many of them will really move out is yet to be decided.
What about the ticket sales for this IDC?
The ticket sales started last week. The tickets are sold from the FMF gym at the Sports Council. The ticket prices are $8 for the embankment and $12 for the stadium. And we have a limited VIP tickets selling at $100 a piece. That also includes a reserve seating and a car pass.
What about the AGM tomorrow? Probably the biggest talk about the motions, if you like to discuss anything.
Well, we have an annual congress taking place tomorrow at Fiji FA headquarters, and as usual there are a few motions moved by the district and by the board of control. We will be discussing this motion. It's open for debate tomorrow. I will not like to sort of discuss this here, but there are a few motions, and one or two may be withdrawn tomorrow at the meeting. But definitely, as usual, motions come. Members have the entitlement to put in the motion. The district associations have put in motion, and we will be discussing that tomorrow if they want to pursue further.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. So what motion it is, it will all be disclosed tomorrow. And don't forget, this stadium here will turn colourful with electrifying actions come tomorrow, Jamie.
There you have it. Thank you, Vashnil. Former world #1 golfer Vijay Singh is looking forward to the start of this year's Fiji International. Singh has been playing some good golf this season and will go in as one of the favourites this weekend. Rohit Deo has more.
He is back, and this time he is here to win. After falling short 2 times, Vijay Singh says he is better prepared this time around.
Playing well for a while. Your game's good, the scoring's not so good, but hopefully I'm really happy with my game. I'm striking the ball the way I want to. I just need to get some results. Hopefully I can start over here. Oh, no.
Green looks beautiful, and Singh says that although it may look in perfect shape, it will be tricky.
I have not played this golf course with any other wind directions but this, so it's going to be interesting if it blows another direction. We'll see what happens. But
he goes on to add that this year there will be some development works done to the course.
We're starting on Monday. The architect's coming with me, and we're going to do the first stage, probably 6-7 greens. Redo the greens, some of the fairways, some of the bunkers, and it's going to be more playable.
The organisers of the tournament are trying to add more spice to the tournament this year. On Sunday, there's a special prize on offer for professional golfers.
Well, there's a hole-in-one prize for the first professional to have a hole-in-one. They win a block of land here at the beautiful resort.
Singh will be a special guest at tonight's welcoming dinner, where the Prime Minister Voringe Bainimarama, together with other tournament ambassadors Osea Kolinisau, Masivesi Dakuwanga, Jared Hain and Pooja Priyanka will be present. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Still with the Fiji International, American golfer Boo Weekley is also a top contender for this year's tournament. Weekley was part of the traditional welcome ceremony by Sanasana Village today. Rohit Deo has more.
Getting a feel of the traditional Itoke culture,
Something special to be invited, to come over here and play first, and then being able to sit in and be a part of that. I mean, that's very shocking and overwhelming, actually, to be able to be a part of a culture and to learn something new about that culture, and just to be a part of it. It's unreal.
Weekley says he is enjoying his first ever trip to Fiji.
We got to do a little snorkeling, and then we went deep sea fishing and just running around over there. And then I think the day before we went out of the harbor here and did did a little snorkeling, pulled up on the reef, threw the anchor, and got to hang around and do that. Me and Stephen Bowditch and and a couple of other people that worked with the tour, and it was fun.
It is people like Weekley who are major attractions to the tournament and pull more world-class golfers for upcoming events.
Unfortunately, they can only spend so much time here at the golf, but they're getting out onto the islands, they're doing fishing. We went out snorkeling with Boo Weekley and Stephen Bowditch the other day, and they're raving about it. Best place they've ever been.
The tournament gets underway Thursday morning, and you can watch it live on FBC TV. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, some Fiji Sevens players were also in the mix in Singapore today. This is the second year for Sea Kalinisau and Emosi Mulevoro to feature in tournament activities, while Masivesi Ndakuwanga is taking part for the first time. The players are tournament ambassadors and will take part in the Pro-Am tournament tomorrow. The Fiji Sevens team brought home the gold from Rio in August, and now it's in the driving seat to bring back even more gold medals this year. This as World Rugby announced today that the Sevens series will be played under new format from this season. In the 12-team women's series, the top two teams along with the two best third-place finishers will progress to the competition, while the other four teams will play off for the Challenge Trophy, replacing the bowl competition. And that's it from sports this evening. It's back to Jackie now with business.
The Reserve Bank of Fiji has transferred $16.9 million to the government from profits in its last financial year. Governor Barry Whiteside says this is a good result given the challenging domestic and international economic environment. Whiteside says despite setbacks earlier in the year with Tropical Cyclone Winston and floods associated with Tropical Cyclone Zina, the bank's foreign reserves were at adequate levels and inflation remained low. Inflation by end of July was 5.5%. However, it is expected to fall to around 3.5% by the end of the year. The governor says the economy is projected to grow for the 7th consecutive year despite the natural disasters. The current forecast for growth is 2.4%. Warm and sunny conditions prevailed over most parts of Fiji today. Lautoka and Lambasa were warm at 31 degrees while Savu was cool at 28. Tomorrow looks much like today, sunny, some clouds and slight rise in temperatures. And the further outlook, we're looking on to Thursday. The sunny periods are likely to continue. At sea, east to southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, moderate seas. Recapping the main stories for tonight, termites destroy houses in Lautoka. Police increase presence following rise in pickpocketing and robbery reports. And the Fiji Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission rejects the idea of corporal punishment being reintroduced. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. On to this week's question, and we are asking, should corporal punishment be reintroduced for violent criminals? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. Good night.
Yandra! I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Recreative Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Valeu. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Filipa from Tab.